Robert, it's Manchester United versus West Ham at Old Trafford. These are going to be the five things to expect ahead of the game. Talking some huge Ruben Amorim quotes ahead of the game and what he said on the team, as well as some other things as well. So let's get in to the first thing, which we always look at, which is the Manchester United team. Now, what do we think the team will be? Now, Ruben Amorim obviously has confirmed there are two injured players. Do we know who those injured players are? No, we don't. Ruben Amorim hasn't revealed who they are as of yet. Um, so yeah, I think that's again a concern, but we don't know who the players are. So going off that knowledge, people are saying is Bruno Fernandes. Again, we can't speculate until we know, but obviously we know Maguire and Sesko are already out. We know Martinez is back, which again is a boost. But in terms of the team, in goal will obviously be Le Mans. Now the back three, Ruben Amorim's actually talked about Lisandro Martinez, and he was asked about him in the pre-match press conference. He said Martinez and Shaw have to fight for that position. We talked about it as a group last year. Um, so again, you need to fight for the position. Do I think Martinez is ready to start? I don't think so as of yet. He only got 10 minutes against West Ham. Maybe he could get the last half an hour in tonight's game. Would obviously be huge for him, but I don't think he will start. So I think he'll be on the bench. I think it'll be Luke Shaw. I think De Ligt stays, and I think Euro again will probably be benched for Mazraoui. I wouldn't say more dropped. I think Mazraoui in a game like this, I think you need his presence at the back, and obviously we know Bowen's a big threat for them. So that'd be my back three. Now, obviously in midfield, he talked obviously about Kobbie Mainoo as well. And say it's not just him. He said there's other players who are trying to get for that position in midfield, and he talked about players like Xerxes who are not playing as well. So, I mean, do I think Mainoo's going to start? If Bruno Fernandes is injured, I feel like he has to start. He's the only sort of other creative midfielder that we have. He said, we'll see. We could talk about Kobbie. We could just talk about Ugarte. He's not playing. Josh is playing because we've had a lot of injuries, so we need to be clear. You just need to be ready when the opportunity. I just want to win. I don't look at faces. And I think what Ruben Amorim is kind of saying there is, I think in certain times, I think we do need Kobbie Mainoo on the pitch, and I think that's the problem in which he has. He doesn't put him on the pitch enough when he's needed. So I think it would be Bruno and Casemiro. They're the two midfielders that have been playing for Manchester United at the moment. And again, I think it'd be a good opportunity to see them start. I think West Ham, they do play quite defensive-minded midfielders. So I think Casemiro, Bruno, in there we need that creativity. Obviously, if I got the wing backs, it'd be Dorgu and Ahmad as the wing backs. I think that makes a lot of sense to have them there. Again, you can see Dalot potentially there. Could you see Luke Shaw maybe in the second half go to left wing back? But I think that would be the back five in the midfield too. And the front three, I think it's Mbeumo, CUNHA returns, which again he's most likely to start. And again, it would be probably Mount through the middle. I think Mount. It was good to see him get 90 minutes against Palace. It's the first time he's done that since 2023. So that would be the team there. Now the second thing, Man United threats. I think it comes from um, Cunha in this game. I think we've missed him in the last two, and I think having him in this game against West Ham, he'd be most likely coming up against Wan-Bissaka down that side, which again is going to be difficult. But I think the threats that we have in this game do come from Cunha. They do come from, I believe, um, obviously the attack. Again, you want to see the wing backs come into this game. I think set pieces are a big part of it as well. Obviously, United are one of the best, I think maybe joint best with Arsenal for set pieces scored this season. And Amorim talked about how important they are, especially in a league like this. If you can't score from set pieces, then you're kind of missing out. So yeah, I think set pieces are vital for Manchester United at this moment. He said we improve a lot in that department. There's nothing to do with me. I've said that. We have an analyst who was doing the studies, the good data guys that we bought. Then Carlos Fernandez is doing his research. Then we have the trainings and we have to prepare. So again, set pieces are obviously vital for Manchester United, and they have been. And I think West Ham are a team you can definitely get at from set pieces. So yeah, that's the threats. Now West Ham, let's talk about them. Now they lost to Liverpool on Sunday. Their away form hasn't been great as well. Again, we know Nuno Espirito Santo. He knows the league very, very well, and he can cause problems. Obviously, it's a huge opportunity for Manchester United against West Ham to get some points on our rivals. I mean, Liverpool got a draw. Man City obviously won. Brighton beat Villa. Bournemouth lost. Spurs and Newcastle drew. So there are opportunities to get some points. I think West Ham would be the perfect opportunity to do that. So, listen, I think in terms of Manchester United, you have to look at sort of the West Ham players. Jared Bowen's one of their best players. Obviously, Wan-Bissaka's good defensively. Obviously, they're missing Paqueta for this game, but they haven't been great this season, and I think they find themselves in 17th, not getting many points. So I think West Ham, we know they're going to create chances probably, but I think it's down to Manchester United really to kind of cause them problems and take the game to them. I think what happened against West Ham, the intensity was what happened against Everton, there was no intensity really there. United was struggling to take the game to Everton, and ultimately that brought a lot of pressure on yourself. And with United being at home, you want to see the pressure be exerted onto West Ham rather than West Ham exerting pressure on Manchester United. And again, West Ham haven't been great this season. I mean, they've beaten Newcastle and Burnley this season, but they were both at home. In terms of their away form, they drew with Bournemouth in the last game. Then they lost to Leeds. Then they lost to Arsenal. They drew with Everton. Beat Forest 3-0. That was their last away win. So, listen, their away form isn't great, so I expect United to do something there. Now, let's look at the players to watch from both teams. Now, as I've already said, for West Ham, it's going to be Jared Bowen down that side. He's their top goal scorer. He's a threat for West Ham on that right hand side. Again, they don't really have many creative midfielders in this game because Paqueta's out. Oh no, it's actually Callum Wilson who's their top scorer, but Jared Bowen is second. We know the threat that he has. He can make a chance out of nothing and he can cause problems for United. So he's someone you definitely need to be careful for in operating that right hand side channel. It'd probably be Luke Shaw and Dorgu on that side. So they need to look out for Jared Bowen. Obviously, in terms of other players, I think that Diouf at left wing back, he's a decent player. He can put good crosses into the box. Obviously, Callum Wilson, we know what he's going to do. He's going to try cause problems in there. So, in terms of Manchester United players to watch, as I said, it's a big game for Ahmad. I think if he plays in that right wing back position, he needs to be high up the pitch. And he talked about his relationship with Mbeumo, the fact they speak the same language, they have a very good understanding. At times they obviously did struggle, but I think their understanding and their relationship has been developed down that right hand side. I think the quality in which they both have as well is fantastic, so we really need to utilise that in this game. Obviously CUNHA as well, I think he's someone I've identified as a player who is going to be vital in this game to kind of show what we're about in terms of going forward, because I think we have missed that sort of energy and that bite in the attack. So I think he would be the player for Manchester United. Now the fifth thing, the result. What do I think the result will be? I'm going to back Manchester United to get the win. I'm going to go for a 3-0 win. I'll predict a clean sheet. I can't remember the last time Manchester United actually kept the clean sheet. So again, it'd be good. Might have been Sunderland maybe. It'd be good to keep a clean sheet. And again, ultimately the 3 points is all that matters. I think United can go joint level fourth if they win today. Joint fourth place. It takes us into fifth on goal difference, but we could go up to fourth with Chelsea on 24 points. So listen, it'd be good to get. Oh no, Aston Villa beat Brighton. Sorry, when I was talking about that earlier, but it'd be good to get some points on your kind of rivals. Obviously, Arsenal playing Aston Villa next week. One of them is going to drop points. So again, it's opportunities there for Manchester United, and I'm going to go 3-0. We should be keeping a clean sheet, and we should be scoring goals in today's game. But let's see what happens.